This video is for my winter sports people and also for the people who don't know that they are winter sports people yet. Just because you didn't grow up skiing doesn't mean that there isn't still time to learn. It is such a fun sport, and you couldn't ask for a more beautiful setting than the Great Pacific Northwest. When I was in middle school, my parents signed me up for ski bus. I don't even know if this is around anymore, but it picked us up on Saturday mornings during ski season from One Stop Home Furnishings in Washougal, and it took a bunch of middle school kids up to Mount Hood. And God bless the 1990s. I can't imagine sending my child up to the mountain with very little supervision and no cell phone. Anyways, I grew up skiing on Mount Hood, and it's been one of the things that I love the most about winters in the Pacific Northwest. Before I dive into comparing the two ski resorts at Mount Hood, I want to say thank you for watching. I make a new video every week on life and real estate here in Southwest Washington. Make sure to subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications so you don't miss a video. I did make a super helpful handout to go with this video. I'm very proud of it. There's a lot of links on there for information for ticketing websites and information about daycare at the different resorts, everything you need to know, basically. Where to go, where to park, how to get a snow pass. It's on this handout, so use the link down below to reach out to me and I will get that sent to you right away. Back to the topic. Today I'm going to teach you about a very important topic of Mount Hood Meadows versus Timberline. These are the two different ski areas on Mount Hood, and people are usually Meadows people or Timberline people. So if you're going to acclimate to making this area your home, and if you're gonna go to the mountain, you're gonna need to decide which camp you are in. Wait until the end to find out which one is my favorite. In case you have never been to this area and you have no idea what I'm talking about, Mount Hood is 67 miles from Portland and 74 miles from Vancouver. It is an 11,245 foot volcano, and it's the tallest mountain in Oregon. And we're just lucky enough that we have it like an hour and a half from Vancouver, Washington. This mountain has two ski resorts, Mount Hood Meadows and Timberline. You can do other things besides ski, such as snowboard, cross-country ski, or snowshoe. You should expect about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of driving time from Portland. So I'm gonna talk about Mount Hood Meadows first, if I can speak. Once the season begins, which is early to mid-December through early March, they are open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. On Wednesdays through Sundays, they can stay open until 9 p.m. for Meadows after dark, when conditions allow. If you don't want to drive there, you can take a luxury motor coach from Portland up to the mountain for only about $40. If you do decide to drive, you need to have an ODOT snow park permit to park in their parking lots. Important to know. A daily or seasonal snow park permit can be picked up at a DMV in locations around town or in their village. I think you can also just get it online. Meadows has 11 lifts and 85 runs to enjoy. They update the conditions page of their website every day, so check that out before you head to the mountain so you know what the weather and snow conditions are like. You can also check out the mountain cam on their website. It's a fun way to see conditions. I've included a link on the handout that I told you about that you can get by using the link in the description. And once you are up at Meadows, you'll see that the main lodge includes several restaurants, a ski and snowboard school, the rental center, some retail shops, and a daycare facility. If you need to rent skis, you can do so on site. The pricing is about $100 to $140 a day. That's for a full day of skiing. Full day of ski rentals and the lesson package. Without the ski rental or lessons, expect the half day pass to be around $50 and an all day ticket for a Saturday, which is the peak day, to be $160. If you go on a non-peak day, the ticket cost goes down to $90. If you are a beginner and don't want or need access to the whole mountain, you can get a beginner progression ticket, and that includes the beginner runs, but it doesn't give you access to the more challenging areas that you probably would not use. And that would save you some money. It ranges from about $30 to $50 for a half day, or if you are 75 or older, God bless you for still skiing, you can ski for free. If you have a bunch of kids, you will appreciate that Mount Hood Meadows is one of the only resorts in the nation to offer state-certified childcare for infants as young as 6 weeks old. They have room for 44 children up to age 11, and it costs $70 to $103 per day, depending on if you do a half or full day and if it's a peak day or not. They do offer a sibling discount of 50% off. So that was all for Meadows. And obviously this is not like all of the information, just enough to get you started, things to think about if you're planning a trip up there. So now I'm gonna talk about Timberline. Most importantly, if you're going to Timberline, I hope you remember that Timberline Lodge was used for the exterior of the Overlook Hotel in The Shining. If you never saw that movie, watch it before you go. Timberline is located on the south side of the mountain near the town of Government Camp. This lodge was built during the Great Depression. It's been on for a very long time. It is listed as a historical landmark, and it is still a mountain retreat and lodge. Timberline offers the longest ski season in North America. Historically, the winter season begins early to mid-November and continues through the end of May. The Palmer Express high-speed quad operates in the spring and summer seasons only. Palmer allows them to operate later into the summer season than anyone else, usually June 1st through the beginning of September, depending on snow. How do you get to Timberline from Portland or Vancouver? You can drive directly to the lodge, or you can use the resort shuttle. The Timberline Resort Shuttle operates from December 9th through April 2nd, with service between Summit Pass and Government Camp and Timberline's Wai's Day Lodge. This shuttle is free if you have already bought your tickets to go skiing online. So purchase your ticket first, go take the shuttle for free. You can't ride the shuttle for free if you have not bought your ticket yet. So you'd have to pay for the shuttle and then go buy your ticket at the lodge. If you choose to drive yourself, there are 3 parking lots up at Timberline Lodge. Up by the main lodge, that lot is reserved for hotel guests. The 2 lower lots, the main lot and the Salmon River lot, are for day visitors and employees. Remember about that snow park permit that's required for all state maintained parking areas and recreational areas from November 1st through April 30th. The snow park permit is $25 this year. No idea what it might be in the future. I've linked it in the handout you can get with this video, as I've mentioned. Another option is to take the Mount Hood Express, which is a public transit bus that services communities along Highway 26, running from the city of Sandy east to Timberline Lodge. Each way, you have a seat for $2. You can also stay at the Timberline Lodge, and that ranges from $205 to about $250, depending on the day. Pricing for lift tickets. An all-day lift ticket anytime is $109. You can buy tickets on site. The ticket window opens at 8 a.m. This season is $109 for an adult all day. Youth and seniors pay slightly less. Kids 6 and under are free. If you're a beginner, you can get a Summit Pass, and that gives you access to the beginner slopes for only $49. If you don't have your own equipment, you can rent on site for about $60, and there's tons of different rental packages. There are a variety of lessons available. You can get private lessons, group lessons, or do Kids Club. It's about $120 for a 2-hour youth lesson where they're 13 or older. Kids Club offers half and full day options. Half day options cost around $100, but pricing depends on age. Timberline Summit Pass is officially part of the Timberline ski area, increasing Timberline's vertical terrain to 4,540 feet, which is the longest in the United States. To access this vertical in its entirety, skiers and snowboarders can take the Mount Hood Express from Summit Pass to Government Camp up to Timberline. At Timberline, catch the Magic Mile chairlift up to the Palmer Snowcat access point to be taken to the top of Palmer. And then you enjoy the ride down to the Alpine Trail or West Leg Road, which ends at the bottom of Summit Pass. Timberline maintains multiple terrain parks throughout the year. Freestyle terrain may contain jumps, hits, ramps, banks, fun boxes, I don't know what that is, jibs, rails, all of this language of fancy things that you could do with skiing or snowboards, half pipes, quarter pipes, snowcross, other constructed natural terrain features. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to anything like that. I just like to go down the hill and be in control of my body. So if you have questions about those things, don't ask me. You can call the lodge. So in conclusion, to be honest, I do have a favorite. I've always gone to Mount Hood Meadows, but as I was researching for this video, I realized I haven't given Timberline much of a shot. I've only been there once or twice, and I think I just tend to keep doing what I'm comfortable doing. So the pricing at Timberline actually seems better. I have not yet taken my kids skiing. That's something I need to do. And so I like the idea of being able to take kids up there 6 and under for free. I'm definitely gonna look into exploring Timberline more, but I definitely will not need those terrain parks. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you want that handout. Just use that link below, like I mentioned. Put a lot of time into that sucker. And if you are thinking of moving to Southwest Washington and you just wanna chat about what it's like living here, other things to do, give me a call anytime. My phone number and my email address are in the description below.